Have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Big 20.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, here's Stafford. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. On the handoff, this is Howard. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
This is Howard on second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
That changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Dumping it off for Johnson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Wentz. And under the line pressure. He's brought down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Come on.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Now he's flushed out right. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
A very solid gain of 27.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Black. Black, come on. Stay stack. Black.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And that one results in 35 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. To return, here's Agnew. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
22!
Here's Stafford now on second down. And George Hill has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. On first down, they run with Howard. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And Tate's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Throwing again is Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Tag 32. Hey, go here.
Stafford looks to throw again. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And this is no good. Close, but no cigar. Just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
There we go. Back. Lady. Lion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. The tackle credited to Jamal Agnew.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On second down, here's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. Wentz looking very much like his pre-injury self. He's got the Eagles on the move with a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
82, 82. Shorty, shorty. Run.
Wentz to throw on second down. Going for it all. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
We got three. Great. Black, come on.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. And Jeffrey's got it. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. An Eagle 1st down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This is Clement. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Great. Liz 5-3.
Throwing now is Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And Elliott puts this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I can see why they're ranked 4th in the NFL against the run. I mean, they are tough to move the ball against. I mean, they have a little bit of everything, right? Run stoppers inside, guys who can make plays outside.
We've seen them shut down running games already this year. They're at it again. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Third and long. It's Stafford. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now Brown. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wentz now to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Run. Great.
Wentz. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So here come the Lions now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, I need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stafford on 1st down. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw on 3rd down. Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Josh Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Prater for the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Run. Lefty.
Wentz now on 1st down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Great. Grab. 52, great.
Throwing is Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On the ball.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Wentz going to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Wentz. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Run. Sunday.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going deep for Brown. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Only 3 punts in NFL history have gone for 90 yards or more. You just witnessed one. It's number 4. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. From the end zone, Stafford. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Big 20, big 20. 21.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They pitch out to Howard. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Howard. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now Howard. And some room to work. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Stafford now to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st and goal, Howard. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They get it to him running left. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Throwing is Stafford. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Wentz now on 1st down. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Now it's Stafford. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Oh, here. Switch. Yeah, 4 down.
A give to Howard running left. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Eagles have recovered.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
There we go. Blue 80. Black, come on.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Wentz over the middle. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. They give him a gain of 38.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10.
Black, come on. 82.
On 1st down, Wentz trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. After the interception, here's Stafford. Complete to the right, this is Garcon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They run with Howard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On first, they go right back to Howard. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards on the play. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Again, it's Howard. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Stafford. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once,
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Great 15, great 15.
Back to throw. Jeffrey wheels it in over the middle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. And two big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Lion. Black.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in to Marshall. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. He'll get it up the middle. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
To return, here's Agnew. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Huge 1st down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
Wide open receiver complete. He got 29 yards that time. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets it down to the 32. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. He's back to throw. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
40 got.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it's good. He got it. He missed his lone attempt earlier, but he connects when it matters most. And the Lions are going to win this game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Lions, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.